Hey YouTube, how you doing? Biggie here has everything, and welcome to another movie review. Today's movie review, I'm going to be reviewing a movie I really enjoy. It's a musical action comedy film classic. I love this movie so much. If you like Saturday Night Live, NBC, and everything, Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi, I'm going to be reviewing a movie you'll probably be familiar with. The Blues Brothers. Yep. Today I'm going to be reviewing The Blues Brothers. The Blues Brothers was released in the summer of 1980, and it's directed by, we all know, John Landis, who's directed other films like this one, the 1998 sequel to it, Blues Brothers 2000. He's also directed like Coming to America, National Lampoon's Animal House, which also starred Belushi. He also directed Coming to America, Trading Places, that also starred Dan Aykroyd. And he even directed like Three Amigos with Chevy Chase and Martin Short and Steve Martin. He also directed the Michael Jackson Thriller video. John Landis did a pretty good job directing both films, but today, this movie, I'm going to be reviewing The Blues Brothers, the first one. It stars, we all know, John Belushi as Joylet Jake Blues, and he with his brother Dan Aykroyd as Elwood Blues. And these characters developed from the recurring musical skit The Blues Brothers on NBC's variety series Saturday Night Live. The script it's set in around Chicago, Illinois, where it was filmed. And the screenplay is by Aykroyd and Landis. It features musical numbers by singers like James Brown, Calloway, Aretha Franklin, Ray Charles, and John Lee Hooker. May they all rest in peace. And it has like non-musical supporting performances like Carrie Fisher and Henry Gibson, and even this movie also has John Candy in it as well. Yep. It's a tale of Jake. He's released from prison on parole, and his brother Elwood, played by Dan Aykroyd, he sets out on a mission from God to prevent foreclosure from a Roman Catholic orphanage which they were raised. Preventing it from foreclosure, to do so, they must reunite their old R&B, rhythm and blues bands and organize a performance to earn $5,000 needed to pay the orphanage property tax bill. Along the way, they were targeted by a homicidal mystery women, neo-Nazis, and a country and western band called the Good Old Boys, all while relentlessly pursued by the police. And the mission and the band, upon Jake's release from Joylet Penitentiary, Elwood picks him up in an old beat-up Dodge Monaco cop car, and it was a 1974 model year. They visit the orphanage and learn from the strict head nun, Sister Mary Stigmata, played by Kathleen Freeman, I believe her name. They call her the Penguin. She announced that the orphanage where the Blues Brothers were raised will be permanently closed unless they can get the $5,000 that is paid, $5,000 tax bill, unless it's paid. Inspired by a rousing sermon by a fiery reverend played by James Brown. That, wow, I feel good, living in America. Yeah, may he rest in peace. Jake has an epiphany to get their old rhythm and blues band back together and stage a massive fundraising concert. And the chaos and concerts plot about this film, the Blues Brothers travel across the greater Chicago area, tracking down scattered bandmates who have settled into various day jobs, like playing a disastrous dive bar gig and racking up an unbelievable amount of property damage. Along the way, their relentless antics make them powerful enemies, and they anger a group of American White Socialist Party, People's Party, aka the Illinois Nazis, by destroying their rally on a bridge. And they cross a bitter country and western band known as the Good Old Boys, which I mentioned. Furthermore, Jake is relentlessly targeted by his vengeful, gun-tooting ex-fiance, chased by state and suburban police. Yeah, his ex-wife was played by Carrie Fisher. Yeah, may she rest in peace. And despite evading massive roadblocks and wrath of their enemies, the brothers successfully book a major concert hall in suburban Palace Hotel. They pack the venue with enthusiastic audience and a record company executive who offers them $10,000, 10 grand, offered them that in a recording advance. After fleeing the venue through service tunnels, the brothers push the limits of their Dodge Bluesmobile. They're chased into the heart of downtown in Chicago by a massive army of police, SWAT teams, military police, and the Angry Country Band in a sensational climax into the Richard J. Daley Center. They make it to the Richard J. Daley Center, successfully paying the property taxes at the Illinois Cook County Assessor's Office, and are promptly arrested by the waiting law enforcement. And the film closes with the band playing a high-energy rendition of Jailhouse Rock for the inmates of the Blues and the band. Yeah, and they did. Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi's performance in this was pretty good, and so was like their band. They had like band members. They had like Donald Duck Dunn, Steve the Colonel Cropper, Murphy Dunn, Willie Too Big Hall, Tom Bones Malone, Blue Moon, Blue Lou Marini, Matt Guitar Murphy, and Mr. Fabulous Alan Rubin. Yeah. And John Candy was in this, as I mentioned. He was Jake's parole officer assisting the police to hunt for the Blues Brothers. Yeah, and Henry Gibson was in this, and as the head Nazi, the leader local of the American National Socialist White People's Party, which I hate. I can't stand racism. No way, pal. And also, the mystery woman was played by Carrie Fisher in this. Jake's former fiance. She tried to kill him for leaving she blew up a building, shot a building down and everything, and blew up a building, and yeah. Other than that, I really enjoy this movie. I mean, if you've never seen the Blues Brothers before, I recommend you check it out today. I mean, this movie, the performances were so good, like Aretha Franklin. Even Ray Charles is in this, too, as a music store owner. He was known by Ray. They had good performances in this film. Aretha Franklin, James Brown, Cab Calloway, may he rest peace, too, and it was so good. John Landis did a pretty good job, and this movie has This movie made $27.5 million. That was the movie's budget, and it had it made $115.2 million at the box office. Yeah. So, and also this film has on Rotten Tomatoes. It has 72% on Rotten Tomatoes. It deserves more than that, in my opinion. And it has a 60% on Metacritic and 7.9 out of 10 on IMDb. Yeah. And if you've never seen Blues Brothers, I recommend you check it out today. You will not be sorry. All right, YouTube. Nice seeing you. Take it easy. Be safe and stay out of trouble. Peace.